Nigerian police, they are idiots. You can't come out from your house without no money, because there's going to be 3 traffic stops, and in all of them, the police will harass you.
This Oyibo man, white man, has cried out that all Nigerians are idiots.
I don't understand why Nigerian police always they are putting their hands in doing things that nobody sent them. Things that you're supposed to do, you're not even doing it. But things that you are not supposed to do are the things that you are putting your whole attention and mind into. This is the reason why we always tell you to come and learn from Ghana. But you guys don't want to listen.
Before coming to Ghana, I only ever heard good things, so I was excited to finally experience it for myself. One thing I noticed right away, the people here are very friendly and like being on camera.
People in Ghana are amazing. So far, everyone has been so friendly, so smiley. When I'm walking around, they all come up to me. How are you doing? How are you doing? Everyone is so happy to meet me. I've been having a little tough time in some of the West African countries. People do not like the camera. Over here, people see the camera and they love it. So shout out the people of Ghana for treating a tourist this way and leaving a great impression. I highly recommend many people to come and visit Ghana. Beautiful country. Beautiful country. Come here and spend some time. Shout out Ghana.
Before we watch, I would love to say a very big thank you to my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for always clicking in. And if you're new here, my name is Delphina. I'm super happy to have you here. Please don't make it your last by subscribing to the channel, like this video and share the video. Also do well to press the notification bell to get notified whenever I drop another one. Let's get right into the video. And please, at the end of it, kindly drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's watch.
Nigerian police, they are idiots. You can't come out from your house without no money, because there's going to be 3 traffic stops, and in all of them, the police will harass you. Omo, give me something. Or you go, give me something now. My guy, don't you get salary?
So, in this video, this Oyibo man, white man, has cried out that all Nigerians are idiots. No, sorry. My bad. Now I talk again. I pick it again. Person no go fit do mistake. What did they write here? They read. They say if they are idiots by the video. That is not it. Wait. I pick it again. This Oyibo man has cried out that Nigerian police are idiots. Ladies and gentlemen, based on what, according to him, Nigerian police, every point, they have been harassing him for money. And I have watched a lot of video where Nigerian police are demanding money as if they are the people that work in your pocket. Stop it. Give me money. And the money too. When they get the money, they use them smoke igbo in public. When they get the money, they use the money, they smoke igbo in public. And they use drink kai and ogogro. Yes, there's a video to it. So Nigerian police are becoming disgrace to that Nigeria country. There, I rush and I contact the man. And I say, young man, have you been in Ghana before? He said, yes. Ghana is a lovely country, and when you are even passing, the police will greet you. Hello, sir. What is your name and where are you going? Safe journey. But in Nigeria, every checkpoint, one polar bear will ask you and demand money, and the next checkpoint, they will still demand another money. So he's even tired and ashamed to come back to Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, even their police are corrupt. What is actually all this? What is all this impunity in that dirty country? And when we speak, they will say Ghana is jealous of them. Now, it's not me who is jealous, but now this one is coming from Oyibo. Is Oyibo also jealous of you people, Nigerians? Let's say the next president is jealous of them because they are spending kidnapping money. Let's say the next president, I am jealous of them because their lotion is too much. Let's say the next president is jealous of them because of their ritual money in that country. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is coming from the white man. So the Oyibo, what is he jealous of? Tell me. Tell me. My name is the next president, and I'm going to be the next president all over the world. Anyway, power to the next.
All right, you guys have seen for yourself. Nobody will come out here and say it's a lie, it's a this, it's a that. Because everybody, they experience the same thing, whether you're a Nigerian or a foreigner. They treat us the same. I don't understand why Nigerian police always like they are putting their hands in doing things that nobody sent them. Things that you're supposed to do, you are not even doing it. But things that you are not supposed to do are the things that you are putting your whole attention and mind into. Well, then we have videos of foreigners who visited Ghana sharing their experience while in Ghana. None of them has ever opened their mouth to say this kind of things. You know, this is the reason why we always tell you to come and learn from Ghana, but you guys don't want to listen, okay? When it comes to dirty December, you guys will come and be saying, you got the dirty December. What? Yeah, with this kind of welcoming, the police welcoming foreigners into your country itself is something that, it's a turn-off to the foreigners. Most of them regret going to Nigeria, and some of them they never want to return back to Nigeria again. If you guys do not know, you should know, yeah. And it coming from my mouth, you should know that it's true. Guys, let's get right into it and see how foreigners are sharing their experience in Ghana. Let's watch.
Today, I'm going to take you all around Accra, Ghana as a solo traveler. Here we go.
Before coming to Ghana, I only ever heard good things, so I was excited to finally experience it for myself. I started the day visiting the iconic Black Star Square, the place where Ghana gained its independence, and after that, I grabbed a coconut from the street.
Best coconuts in town. Your name?
I'm James.
James,
Yeah,
nice to meet you, James.
One thing I noticed right away, the people here are very friendly and like being on camera. Next up, I had to try the food scene in Ghana. Everyone always talks about the jollof, and honestly, it lived up to the hype. It was so good. I then visited Kwame Nkrumah Park, built in honor of the country's first president, and it was definitely worth stopping by. I noticed how well kept and clean the tourist sites are here. Later, I walked through Makola Market, the largest market in Accra, and I tried so many interesting things here, and I also got lost more times than I can count, but the locals were very friendly and quick to help. Getting around Ghana is also very easy. Uber and Bolts make moving around simple. I went all over, and one place that truly surprised me was the National Mosque of Ghana. You gotta check it out if you're visiting. I then ended the day in Usu, a vibrant neighborhood with a night market open until 4 a.m, where I tried more local food like wache. And honestly, I highly recommend Ghana for solo travelers. After visiting over 30 countries across Africa, Ghana is one of the easiest places to explore alone. Nothing but good vibes so far from here, and stay tuned, we got a lot of Ghana videos coming up.
I'm visiting a mosque in every country in the world, and today I'm in Ghana. So this mosque is the Accra Furkan Mosque, also known as the National Mosque of Ghana. We're gonna go inside. Wow, look at this. This is really beautiful. So you'll also see the Ghana flag everywhere. You see the Turkey flag everywhere because Turkey basically helped Ghana build this masjid. And now it is the most beautiful mosque in the whole country. We're gonna go make wudu now and go enter into the mosque. When you come to the side of the masjid, this whole area is the wudu area. It's really cool that they have like an outdoor wudu area. And then you enter in and wow, mashallah, man. This is so beautiful. Easily one of the most beautiful mosques in all of Africa. All you can say entering in here is a mashallah. Straight up feels like you're in Istanbul in Turkey. But yeah, this is one of the newer mosques as well, only completed in the last 4 years. So the inside of the mosque can hold up to 15,000 people, and there's a lot of prayer space outside as well, especially in the courtyard. But they have more than just a mosque here. They also have a bunch of meeting rooms. They have like a whole high school complex. If you are coming by Ghana, you definitely need to stop by and check out this masjid, National Mosque of Ghana. What a beautiful masjid, man. Today I'm in Ghana for the first time and about to try my first jollof rice here. Let's see what the hype's about and if it's actually the best jollof in all of Africa. Here we go. We pulled up to this pretty cool looking restaurant. It's called Asase Pa and we're gonna order some jollof. Hello. You have jollof today?
Yes, we have jollof.
Let's get one jollof. Here we go. Wow, thank you so much. So what exactly is jollof rice? It is a big pot of rice that is cooked in a rich tomato-based sauce, and they have a lot of spices, peppers, oil in there, and I'm just so excited to give it a try. Not only does this look so good, it smells amazing. Let's try our very first bite of jollof. Bismillah. Wow, man. The rice is so flavorful. Every bite of the jollof, you can taste the spices, the rich tomato-based sauce, and we're gonna eat it with a little of the sides right here. I gotta drop my spoon. That's how good it tastes. I'm so happy that I love it this much because this is my first time trying it, and I know we're gonna be trying a lot more of this. This is not gonna be the last jollof we have in Ghana, 100%. Shout out jollof rice, man. If you never tried it, try to find some West African restaurant near your house and go try jollof today. We're gonna try jollof in every single country in West Africa. I'll let y'all know which is the best. I'm just sharing some final thoughts on Ghana. The people in Ghana are amazing. So far, everyone has been so friendly, so smiley when I'm walking around. They all come up to me, how are you doing? How are you doing? Everyone is so happy to meet me. I've been having a little tough time in some of the West African countries. People do not like the camera over here. People see the camera and they love it. So shout out the people of Ghana for treating a tourist this way and leaving a great impression. I highly recommend many people to come and visit Ghana. Beautiful country, beautiful country. Come here and spend some time. Shout out Ghana.
Guys, I'm in Ghana International Airport right now. See how clean, modern, and well organized it looks. I'm actually going to Lagos. We will compare. Yo guys, 40 minutes later we landed in Lagos International Airport. This is what it looks like. Still okay, not like the best of the best.
Hello sir. Hello sir.
What's the problem? Yes. And the next thing that you see here is everyone just keep asking me, give me money, give me money. Everyone just want money. Everyone wants dollar. Every like spot you go to, people just asking you for money. Like what the fuck is really happening? No, I'm fine. Let me assist you. I said I'm okay, bro. You see what I'm talking about? These guys are fucking hustlers. They just harass people everywhere, bro. Just every fucking way in this airport, they just harass people. What I'm talking about? Fucked up, man. Ghana is the new standard of all African countries. This is how an airport staff should dress. Guys, Ghana has one of the cleanest trash collecting truck in the whole of Africa. Look at this. Very clean trash truck. I'm shocked, man, to see a clean trash truck. If you can survive Ghana's nightlife and parties, then you can party anywhere in the world, because this is the new Ibiza. Ghana is the new Ibiza, a place where party never stops till 9 a.m. A lot of my followers are asking me to describe Ghana in 3 sentences. Number 1, awesome, friendly, nice people, but not kind. There's a difference between being nice and kind. Number 2, very expensive, but can be affordable. Number 3, Ghana is what Nigeria thinks she is. So I'm in Lagos right now. First impression, you gotta be very, very tough, mean, and very, very aggressive for you to be able to get by here in Lagos. I'm not even talking about the noise. Very interesting. I just left the bank right now in Lagos, Nigeria. The amount of people in that bank is just insane. I mean, Ghana is running on Momo. Nigerians are still running to the bank. What a mess. Giant of Africa. Guys, I'm at Buffalo Market and everywhere I go, they seem to be calling me Burger. Please, what does that mean? Let me know what that means in the comment section. Because I don't understand why they're calling me Burger. This video is for Ghana tourism. Whatever thing that y'all did that's attracting people from all over the world to Accra, Ghana is clearly working. Take that same strategy and apply it to Kumasi, because that's where the undiluted traditions of the Ghanaians still lives. Accra is diluted. Nah, bro, I can't keep up with Ghana. I give up, man. Ghana, I give up, man. The parties here don't start till 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And the worst part of it is all the parties, they are at the same time and they're all lit. It's only in Ghana they might find mannequins with big bunda. Charlie, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Charlie, now I understand why Ghanaians are seen as one of the smartest people on earth. You can't be listening to a Ghanaian artist and be dumb. Look at people like Blacko, Shatawale, Stoneboy.
The experience this Obroni had with Nigerian police made him say what he said, guys. No one will dispute the fact that Nigerian police are frustrated. So at any given time, they can go to any length to get you involved whichever way, just to extort money from you.